Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are starting topic 12. Now, yesterday you watched your little math movie with more like we call it in class, the math book, but it's a movie. It's one that kind of gets you an idea of what kinds of things we'll be learning about in topic 12. So do you have any ideas? What do you remember from the little movie yesterday? What do you think we're going to be learning about in topic 12? We're going to be learning about shapes. Okay, so not just shapes. That's kind of basic. I think most of us know what squares and triangles and circles look like. We're going to get a little deeper into some of this, but we are going to make sure you know what squares, triangles, and circles are, of course. So today I'm starting on this page, but I'm actually not going to do anything on it. This is the kind of page that would be much better if we could do it together. If mom and dad want to try to use this page as a sorting page to give you an idea, in class, I might have a little brown bag with some things in it and ask you to sort them into two categories. Because we're going to be learning about two different categories today, or groups. Groups is a better word for you guys. Okay, so we're going to learn about things that are, this is going to sound fancy, relax, two-dimensional, or three-dimensional. It sounds like we're talking about outer space when we say it that way, but two-dimensional, which we sometimes just say is 2D. See that word, these words in the letters right here? 2D. 2D just means something that is flat. It is flat. It only can kind of lay on something flat. We're going to look at things that are good examples of that in a moment. Three-dimensional, or 3D, is the opposite. It's things that are not just flat, but they rise above being flat. And it's so much easier to just show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to turn the page. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, so here are our 2D, oopsie, and here are our 3D. Okay, so we're going to use those terms and we're going to talk about them, okay? So two-dimensional, flat objects like a stop sign, okay? It's flat and smooth. A clock, a mirror, a piece of loose leaf. It looks like a Post-it note. And over here we have those things that are not just flat, they pop up, like a soccer ball, or a bin, a tissue box, a cone, a paint can, a block, a tent. Those are all the opposite of flat. Okay, they're raised up. They have more than just a front and a back. They have more sides and what we call faces than just a front and a back flat item. So now down here we have some sorting that we're going to start to do. We're going to start to look for which ones are flat and which ones are solid or 3D. So take a look. I think you can kind of see some circles in there and have some hints. But maybe tell someone at home or say at home, how do you know which ones are flat? How do you know what's flat? Okay, so we should know the ones that are flat are the ones that they're smooth, they lay down, they don't rise, they don't have any height to them, they don't get tall. So our flat ones would be a plate is flat. A yield, this is a yield sign, but even if you called it a sign in the street, a traffic sign, those two are flat. Okay? Yeah, they put it on a pole, but if you look at it, it can lay flat and it doesn't rise up when you lay it down. Okay? Now, we put an X on the pyramid. That is definitely not flat. And the juice box is definitely not flat. So today we're going to take a look at which objects are flat and which objects are solid. So we're going to go back and forth between using all different terms, and we're going to try to get comfortable using them. Our flat 2D items or shapes or pieces, and our 3D solid pieces. Okay, so I'm going to erase all of this. Yes, I would like to delete that and move to my next page. So my next page is going to have a little bit more work that you guys can help me sort. Okay, so let's look at group 2. Let's look at group 2 here. Okay, circle in the number 2. Number 2, we're going to circle the objects that are flat. So I want you to point to, say out loud. You might not even know the names of some of these things. You might just say that one. Which ones are flat and which ones are solid? Take a look and take a minute for group 2. Okay, so for flat shapes that we're going to circle, I would say this shape, he's flat. He looks like he's just a shape drawn on paper. If you don't know, that six-sided shape is called a hexagon. That hexagon is flat. The blackboard is flat, or chalkboard, or dry erase board, or whatever. These two are not flat. These two are solids. This guy looks like a marble. I'm going to say it's a marble and not a circle, not a plate. I'm going to say it's a marble or something that could roll. If it can roll, it's not flat. Okay? So now do the next thing, the same thing for the next row. Which ones should I circle? Which ones are flat and I should circle them? 2D flat. Put your fingers up and show me how many are flat right now. Do you have one finger up? You should have one finger up because I believe the only one that is flat here is the pizza. You can roll him. He's not flat. You can roll him. He's not flat. You can roll and hold him. He's not flat. Now, parents, I want you to understand something. The directions change down here. I do not like that, and I tend to, in the classroom, ignore when the directions change. I don't think it makes sense to circle the flat ones for the first two and then put an X on the flat ones. It's just testing listening comprehension, and this is a math activity, not a listening comprehension activity. So even though this direction says down here what it says, I'm going to continue doing the same thing to reinforce for them that all the things that are flat are circled. Keep that group looking the same. I find it's a little confusing to the brain to do it multiple different ways, okay? So look at number 4. Which ones are flat? How many should we circle because they're flat? How many fingers are you holding up? You're holding up 2? I hope so, because this CD, DVD, or whatever disc that is flat, as is this Frisbee is flat. These are solid and not flat. Okay, so Mom and Dad, I'm going to say I'm not going to do the next one. I'd love it if they could do that one themselves. And I'm going to kind of pull back and show what we're going to do for the rest of it, but I'm not going to do the rest of it with them because I do think they're very able to circle our flat objects and put an X on our solid objects. I'm going to erase the work so that I can show you the next page. Okay, more of the same, okay? So even if boys and girls, Mom's not there, we're going to follow the same directions Mrs. Dammers had, okay? We're going to circle the items that are flat and put an X on the items that are solid, okay? Remember, solid means they're not flat. It means they can roll. It means they have, look at this box. Look at him. See all the sides he has? On a solid, we call those faces. But a flat item just has a front and a back. That's it. It has a front and a back, nothing else. Our box has a right side, a left side on the other side, a top, a bottom, this right side and this left side. It has way more faces and sides. So if you see it has all that, oh, that's not flat. Okay? So we would put an X on it because it's a solid. Now over here, they want you to draw something that is solid, your own idea of something that's solid. Now, please remember this is not an art project. It is not important that it looks like a perfect solid, but that you can tell me what it is and explain how you know that that is a solid, okay? And the homework pages, this is all homework. Don't feel like you have to do all of this stuff, okay? So same thing here. They want you to tell which ones are flat and solid. And really, I think, boys and girls, if we're telling people what's flat and solid, it's not going to take us a very long time to do, okay? So flat and solid, circle the flats, put an X on the solids. This week, when we have our Google Meet, actually, I don't think we're going to have enough time to do a Google Meet this week. But if we do, it's going to be based on math. So I might ask you to show me some things that are flat or solid. I might ask you to show me some things that go with what we do tomorrow, our next shapes lesson. Okay, so I want to see that you guys are doing that for our Google Meet instead of always doing writing. We have enough reading and writing going on today with our iReady assessment in this week. So I think maybe our Google Meet this week, our Google Meet this week will be about math. Okay, I made up my mind. I decided finally. Our Friday Google Meets will be about math this week, and we will do them. All right, guys, you're doing wonderful. You're doing great. Take a look at these, try them out. If you feel like you're not comfortable with it, go ahead and watch the math movie. If you feel like you're not ready, take some time before you take a look at the quick check, okay? Keep it up. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.